Welcome to Happy Valley, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions and one of the most passionate fan bases in all of college football. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Mountaineers offense will have the first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. And the returner will be knocked down. The Nittany Lions offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They get him down after he makes the catch. Then the short completion brings up second down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
And that's a really nice job executing by this offense. Third down, defense expecting pass. They had a plan. Quarterback drops back. Nice job after the catch, and a great job setting up a first and goal for this offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. He'll throw it. It's complete. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. So now on comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Penn.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now on second down after the short completion. The run to the left. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. The Nittany Lions just can't get off the field. All the way down to the 15-yard line, it's first down. They go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback moving. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. A first down for the offense. Here's the handoff. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Right back to it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Power football with the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Back to throw, it's Chop. Got his man on the right. Tackle is made after the first down.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Give to the back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets away from... And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Get it out on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running to the left. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. They'll go to the ground. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The play action fake. Wide open downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. 2nd down coming up. That pass is incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 40. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the returner will be brought down. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Chop. Pressure coming. Can't get him to the ground. Gets it to the back. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Still running at the 40. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
They'll try it over the left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Off play action. They're trying to get to it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. They bring the punter onto the field now. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He'll call for the fair catch here. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Looking down the middle. And the ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. The sure hands, it's Reynolds. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Now facing a 3rd and long. Off the play fake. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Quarterback empties his backfield. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That's reeled in. It's straight.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. From the gun, the ground game. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to pass. It's Chubb. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete.
And this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll take a deep shot here. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. A shot for the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, West Virginia! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see how they play it here on 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got an open man. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll try the run. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. He's got him in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
They think there's room to run to the right here. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Chubb. And he intercepts it. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Penn State! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, Ron.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Running back searching for a hole. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't come. Ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll close in on him after. On the interception. Line gets set, 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. He's looking to throw. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. He's going to pass. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. The give to the back. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. And they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 2nd down, he'll fire. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the returner will be dragged down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get rounded up.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. First down here for the offense. To the ground with the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Makes a move. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Fires left. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Off play action on 1st down. They're bringing heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Getting some heat. Got it set up on the outside. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep. And he muffs it, a loose football.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down and make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field. And, hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Going deep. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Give to the running back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On second down, they'll take to the air. Got his man in the middle. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down. Now on second down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up with great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times, and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Gives them some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The give to the tailback. Oh, what a move. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Handoff from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide out in motion. They'll run play action. Hit as he throws. On target over the middle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Stanford managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll savor this one in Palo Alto for some time, no matter the final score. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They get him on the ground with this running game imposing its will. 6-yard gain down to the 17. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quick completion to the right. Still on his feet. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the big fella. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Setting up the screen. Oh, he not only blows it up, he picks it off. Looking for more room. Past the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, West Virginia. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And how about that play by this defense, reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Working that left side now. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to get to him. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. All wideouts, no backs. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Here's a throw downfield late. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense time back.
He's got it. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Going for it all. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. This time it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He's got it on the run. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Running behind that left side. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.